There are so many diets out there, so many trends and fads and recommendations that it can be very overwhelming to understand where you can get started and to just kind of feel confident in whatever you're gonna choose. So I wanted to make this video for you if you're feeling overwhelmed on all these options so that you can kind of understand what's behind some of the most popular diets out there and discuss the pros and the negatives, and so that you can decide whether it's a good fit for you. So let's get started. So before I dive into going through all of these actual diets, I want to make a quick statement. I use the term diet in a way of understanding the types of food you're eating and the framework around how you're approaching the food that you're eating. Really, if you think about it, food is supposed to nourish you, give you sustenance, help you maintain your energy levels, make you feel good, and taste good too. And so I personally believe when we're eating healthier, we're happier, because that really helps everything be better. And so my goal for you is to find a diet that you can follow that will make you feel happy eating the food that you're eating, that's also going to help you reach your goal. If you're looking for some of the most drastic diets you can do that are going to help you lose 10 pounds in a week, this isn't the video for you. This is about finding one that is going to be actually sustainable for you, that's going to really help you identify what's going to work. And honestly, the best type of diet and the best type of lifestyle is one that you're going to find enjoyment from, that you're going to be able to eat the food you love, and you're going to see results in what you're looking for, all the while enjoying this healthy lifestyle. So I chose 10 popular diets that are out there because I think these are ones that are probably in your feed, and you might be wondering whether or not these are good and why would somebody do this versus that. So first off is the clean eating diet. Yes, this is what I follow, and yes, I put it first because I think it's awesome, but that doesn't mean it's 100% perfect for you. But what the clean eating diet is that you're focusing on unprocessed foods, so you try to avoid things like trans fats, artificial flavors and sugars, and you really try to just avoid things that are overly processed and manufactured, focusing instead on things that are more simple, because I like things simple, so this works well for me. Another big positive of avoiding processed foods is it's going to lower your chances of obesity and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and also you're going to reduce your potential for insulin resistance. So overall, it's a pretty good, easy way to approach foods. It also allows you to have a lot of different types of foods rather than restricting. You can eat anything as long as it's minimally processed. And if you're interested in clean eating, I have a whole video, I can link to it for you below, on my beginner's guide to clean eating. Intermittent fasting, while it's technically not a diet, it is a healthy lifestyle and a way to approach eating healthy. So you could technically do intermittent fasting and follow clean eating, for example. But what intermittent fasting is a way to approach when you're eating. So you have times of fasting and you have times of eating. And I love intermittent fasting for a number of reasons. I have a whole playlist on it, which I can link for you. But intermittent fasting is great because it kind of removes mindless snacking. So if you're someone who snacks a lot, fasting is really helpful because you have a window when you're allowed to eat and other windows when it's off limits. And so that really helps people, myself included, avoid extra food intake, and which will cause a spike in your insulin. And there's all sorts of reasons why we want to only be eating during certain windows, which you can check out my video on what is intermittent fasting if you're interested in learning more about that. So the zone diet is a diet that really focuses on eating carbs that are very low on the glycemic index. It really focuses on looking at your plate and having about 2/3 of that be veggies and some fruits, and then 1/3 of it being protein. So with the zone diet, you're also cutting out a lot of the fat in your foods as well. So you might have a little bit of olive oil here and there, but it's not something that is encouraged for large amounts. So the research shows for the zone diet, weight loss can be a little inconsistent, but it's also been shown to improve blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, because you're eating all those veggies. And that's also something that I really like about intermittent fasting and clean eating, is that these are all ones that have been shown to reduce inflammation. So the Mediterranean diet is pretty cool. You get to enjoy a lot of healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. You can also get a lot of veggies and beans and healthy lean proteins like fish, but the lean proteins are not the larger percentage of what you're eating. And typically fish and seafood are gonna be the majority of what you're gonna have in this one. So if you don't tend to like red meats or chicken or pork, then following Mediterranean diet might be a good call. And studies show that it's very helpful with reducing cardiovascular diseases too. Other benefits of the Mediterranean diet are also reduced inflammation. So I wanted to talk about the HCG diet because it claims to allow you to lose 1 to 2 pounds in a day, which is, if you see something like that, my suggestion would be to turn around and run, because it's typically not going to be healthy for you, not gonna be sustainable, and it's gonna be pretty gnarly on your body. But basically this diet includes having different phases and focusing on taking supplement pills, and then also in the third phase having really low caloric intake. So you can imagine that's all the stuff that I don't typically like. So I wanted to bring it up and explain how it's kind of intense. And there's really no proven health benefits for it. You might lose weight, but that's simply gonna come right back on. We've already talked in the past about quick fixes. We're looking for a more sustainable way to steadily reduce your weight and become healthy, enjoy your lifestyle, and this one is not it. And in fact, there's also potential side effects like headaches and extreme fatigue, which makes a lot of sense because you're really not eating enough. Next is the ultra low fat diet. So having low fat everything, really focusing on how can you reduce the amount of fat in everything you're eating. The tricky thing here is that this type of diet has been shown to actually reduce overall weight in studies of obese people, but it's actually not an effective long-term weight loss solution. So you're really focusing on eating about 80% carbs, and the rest comes mostly in protein and fat from animal products, which means you're really not gonna be maintaining your muscle mass. You're not gonna be getting in fats, which are essential to our body, and it's very, very restricting. So you're really not gonna enjoy eating it. You're not gonna get a lot of satisfaction from your meals. It's just overall not the best choice. So the benefits of reducing your overall fat intake can be good if you have a super high fat intake, but going to the extreme of cutting all of it out is also dangerous because fat is essential. That being said, there is some research that shows that this diet really helps lower blood pressure and helps reduce the risk for diabetes. So it really depends on where you're starting from. It might be a way to get started with something, but overall it's not very sustainable, and I personally feel like there are better ways to handle it. So now let's talk about the low carb option, which could be Atkins, could be keto, basically low carb diet in total. The focus of this diet is to get your body into ketogenesis, which means you don't want to have a lot of carbs. And when you're doing that, you also get a lot of benefit like better metabolism, more fat burning potential, and more energy. And you get to eat lots of protein and fats. So it's very beneficial for a lot of people. All they have to do is cut out the carb. And a lot of people really enjoy this type of diet because they feel full, because protein and fat are very satiating. So if you can handle not having carbs, it might be a good solution for you. So personally, I enjoy my carbs and I get a lot of energy from them, and I feel like that helps me perform better when I'm working out and just having overall daily energy. But people who follow these types of protocols definitely report having good energy, and there's a lot of bodybuilders that follow these types of rules. So it can really help you, especially if you overeat carbs. This could be a way to start trying to reduce carbs in your diet. And the main benefits of a low carb or keto or Atkins type diet is that it helps you stay satiated or full. It helps to maintain or reduce your insulin levels, which is great for reducing your risk for diabetes and insulin insensitivity. And it also helps reduce your blood sugar levels. So it's definitely a positive. A lot of people love this one, and so maybe it could work for you. So now I'm gonna talk about the vegan diet here, and I'm gonna use this as a diet choice, not a lifestyle. So I'm not really talking about people who choose veganism due to moral issues. I'm talking about people who do this based off of they're wanting to reduce animal proteins in their diet. Because many people try to use veganism as a way to lose weight. So for those people, giving up high fat, high protein foods like eggs and meats and bacon and dairy and other animal derived foods is how they start cutting out extra calories, extra fats and things like that to help them reduce their weight. And so overall, this type of diet is gonna work for you because you're cutting out extra calories. But like we've talked about before, restricting calories can lead to issues. It can lead to less energy, less fat burning, less overall motivation to enjoy life and to have healthy lifestyle. But it also does come with its benefits. For example, it has been shown to improve the risk for heart disease and cancer and reduce your potential for having diabetes. But it definitely does have some positives that come along with it. And you can still get a ton of protein through vegan options. And I have a whole video on the top proteins that you can get on a vegan diet if you're interested. So you can definitely have a well-rounded lifestyle using this, but you have to kind of pay attention to focusing on that protein because it can be really easy to let that out while you're eating a bunch of fruits and veggies and not getting enough protein to maintain your muscle mass or grow. And then there's the paleo diet. And the paleo diet is one that has a little bit of flexibility. It kind of combines combines clean eating with a little bit of the keto options. So you're avoiding foods like grains and dairy products, though sometimes you can have cheese and butter depending on how strictly you follow everything for dairy. But you're gonna wanna focus kind of like how the caveman ate, right? So you're gonna choose things like nuts and berries, things that you would forage for. You would have lean proteins, and you would have veggies and fruits, and you would avoid beans and grains. And so you would also be focusing on avoiding processed food, which is how clean eating is as well. So you'd be avoiding processed sugars, processed fats, extra sugar in your food, and things that are just highly manufactured. So overall, this is a very positive diet option for people, and it has been shown to help with weight loss, help reduce blood pressure, help reduce the risk for diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So if you don't tend to care for beans and grains, you're not really like a sandwich person, you can kind of cut that stuff out, then this could be a good fit for you. But above all, the best diet out there is the one that's gonna work for you. You wanna find something that you're not miserable about, because why the heck would anybody wanna be miserable? You wanna find something that works for you and aligns with your goals, aligns with your ideals, and aligns with how you enjoy food. So hopefully one of the ones here that I've mentioned will work for you. And really the idea is to just pick something and be consistent about it. So the better you can set yourself up for success by choosing something that fits well with how you enjoy life, the more successful you're gonna be. And then combine that with exercise, extra water, and good sleep, and you'll be unstoppable. So I hope you see that it really doesn't have to be overcomplicated. If you're interested in learning about clean eating or intermittent fasting, check out my 30-day healthy program to learn more, and I will see you in the next video.